Hello everyone, my name is Jasmo, and today we're gonna be using some acrylic paints. I'm gonna be painting some flowers on a medium-sized canvas, and I'm probably actually going to be standing for this one because it is quite large. These are the colors that I'm gonna use, the primary colors, plus black and white, maybe. We'll set this off to the side. This is my palette, never mind how colorful it may be. I don't take care of it very well, but this is also a medium or smallish size palette. I am right-handed, so it's going to go on my left hand, but you know, if you're left-handed, you can always just flip it over to hold on your right. So this is actually going to be off camera most of the time, so I have space. Oh my god, Technal! Technal, you are amazing. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much for pledging on Patreon. You have no idea. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a good day at work, and I will catch you later. Oh man, I got surprised last night. I got an email saying... It was an email from Patreon, and the first thing that I saw... Well, it was from Patreon, so I thought it was one of the patrons that I follow, and it wasn't. And then I saw the word pledge, and I was like... I didn't pledge to anybody. No, I won't purge you from my followers list, Techno. I would never. Never, never. But now I'm gonna work a little extra hard on my Patreon. Because I usually fall behind, and the one other person that pledges is a good colleague of mine. And I sporadically update that. It's gonna have to be on a more regular basis, and it's gonna have to actually take top priority, so Instagram will stop getting the latest and greatest immediate updates. This is not enough paint, I just realized that. I'm gonna wait on the black. I'm gonna be putting paint here because I'm gonna be mixing stuff. Let's see, there we go. There we go. I'm using Basics, Liquitex, this is Cerulean Blue, because it's my favorite blue, and then Cadmium Yellow, and Cadmium Red. They're not the primaries, because I actually do have primary colors. These were they're not the offshoot of primaries either, but I enjoy these colors a little bit more than the primary ones. Oh my. My. What am I doing? Where am I going? Alright, we've got a canvas. There is something drawn on it already. It was going to be a koi painting, but I've already made a lot of those, so we're not going to do that. This canvas is a little bit large. Just a little bit. I don't care if I paint off of it. And, yeah, let's do things. I did not put these in very good places. I hardly ever use a palette, so we're gonna just grab some blue and grab some white, and keep it kind of on the darker side for now, and just kind of, yeah. I'm gonna make little crisscrossy motions, kind of paint like Bob Ross a little bit today. Except these are so sticky. These are so sticky. I might add some water to this. Navadaka, hello! Hello and welcome. How are you today? Hope you're having a great day today. Got a little mason jar. I'm gonna definitely put water on this stuff. My god. There we go. Make it flow a little easier. Aha. I'm trying not to get paint on my tablet and chat that's sitting over here. That would be bad. I'm just going to do a really simple field of flowers today. And I don't know how long it's going to take to paint, because I've never done this before on a giant canvas. Last week we did this on a very tiny ornament. There we go. A little more white in here now, just a little. Maybe a little bit more water too. There we go. I'm not worried about the color getting picked up underneath these paints, because they're very old and very dry. Oh, nice! Officially the holiday for you. Awesome. Get to take a break from all that work stuff. Whee! There we go. Is this thing on? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I'm just gonna lay down a base. A base of blue. Don't really care what it looks like. Not so much yet. We're gonna paint maybe 2/3 of the way down, I think. Sounds about good. Sounds about right. I don't really worry about blending my colors either. I'm not looking for a specific shade of blue, other than darker at the top, lighter at the bottom. I'll try and keep this mostly, like, as in view as I can. I just ate all the white right there. All the white is gone. That's okay. Because this is about where we would like it to be. About. Just a little water. There we go. Spread some of that out. Oh, we left a dark streak. That's okay. Can I do this with this? Acrylic paint is not like oil paint. So we're going to try and smooth out a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to get that down there. There we go. Sure, why not? That looks fine. That looks fine. I might actually blow dry this so it's dry. Because I don't want to be blending too much green in there. So, let me stand my paints up out of the way. I've got a stack of paper towels over here. Not that we're going to use all of it. But, oof. And yeah, I already did get paint on you. No! It's alright. I need screen protectors for that. Oof. So wet. So blue. So wet. That's okay. It'll be dry enough because this paint's super sticky. We want not as sticky. So I'm gonna blow dry this because I'm impatient and also live streaming. But I'll mute myself so you don't get the wonderful sound. Alright, there we go. So, Namidaka, where are you from? If you don't mind my asking. And I shouldn't have washed my brush, because I forgot I was going to put a second coat of paint on this wonderful thing. We need more white, though. I just need more white paint in general. I'm going to probably run out. Yep. We're going to run out of white paint today. You're from France. Awesome. Well, thanks for tuning in today, for finding me. Really appreciate it. Alright. This may not be totally dry, and it's not. That's okay. I wanted to get just a little darker up here in the corners. I said a little darker. not, there we go. Not same color, but just a little darker. There's a lot of paint gooped right there. I see some spots that I missed. And this, since it's acrylics, we're gonna put on like a base coat. Kind of take the scariness of a white canvas away. And put on a base coat. Now we can add it that way and just paint all over my hand. Because that's what we like to do. Oh, no worries. No worries. I mentioned it's awesome that you're from France, and thank you so much for tuning in today. I do want a little more fadey down here. Let's shove that back up. There we go. Sure. Just kind of mash that into the color underneath. I'm using really old brushes. They're not professional brushes. They're like 59-cent brushes from the craft clearance bin. They do the job pretty okay. Sure, why not? We'll just kind of dance it all around there, get some texture in. Just make sure you don't leave any big old white spots unless they're intentional. Oh, there's a hair. Come here. Come here. Off. Come here, little bugger. There we go. Just gonna make a wash. There we go. Ah, so apart from streaming, what do I do in life? I am a full-time artist. And not just traditional, I do a digital, there you go, computer art is my main thing. And from digital art, I learned a whole bunch that can actually be applied to traditional. I also make jewelry. I also do writing, like original writing. I'm gonna get into music pretty soon. I'm a variety creative streamer, and that's variety carries over into what I just do on my daily basis. I want you really dark up there. Please, there we go. Like, just hand me the dark. I'm just gonna stamp that on, actually. Stamp some of that off first. There. Oh, yep. There we go. There. Sure. Why not? This'll be fine. That'll be fine. Grab some water real quick. Try not to knock pliers off of my bench. There we go. Now let's see. I probably actually really do need to blow dry this time. I just wish I could like mute the blow dryer and still talk over it, but such is the life that is noise and radio. Hello! How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Well, that's good. Good to know you're doing good. While we wait for that to dry, just a touch. I guess I can link my DeviantArt of where I post the majority of my art. It does have a bunch of watermarks, But you can also find me on Instagram. Where's my little social blah blah blah? There you are. If I had a bot, I would use it. If I had a bot, it would be doing this for me. There you go. Those are the main places I post things. On Instagram, I also post regular daily life things, which is mainly food. Highly enjoy my food. Recently just got like a small bunch of carrots from my mom's garden. There. I might actually just take and wave this a little bit, because yeah, it's almost dry. And I need this to dry so we can start painting the base of the field. I don't know if I'm going to do any clouds or anything fancy, because this is practice. This is like super practice for a giant painting. Yep. Oh, you can also find me on Patreon too. And I actually, the goal for Patreon for me is to basically use that money to buy the professional artist tools. I have like all of the amateur artist tools. But like buying better quality jewelry material, that would be amazing. Let's see, I will also pop on my YouTube, just cause self-promotion, and that's probably all that I'm gonna do. That's it. There we go, there's all the links. While I wave this around like an idiot. Trying to fan. Actually, I could fan myself because it is a little warm in here. There we go. How are you looking? Kinda tacky still. Actually. Hey, it's dry where we need it to be. Sweet. Okay. Down here. Music, you got really loud. Down there. Let's see, I need a different brush. Yeah, well, let me just wash my brush. Doot. As I'm trying not to get paint everywhere, and it is so difficult. Okay. We have it completely soaked through paper towel. That can go away. That's why we have a whole stack. Like, a whole stack. There we go. Kind of. It's okay if there's blue left in this, because we're going to put grass in, and we're mixing the grass color with just yellow and blue anyways. I would use an entirely different brush for the poppies. I'm actually going to be painting poppies. Or trying to paint poppies. There we go. There we go. Okay. Should have gave myself some room on my palette here. I'm really bad at this. I'm really new at this, so grab some blue and a lot of yellow. And this one I want to mix a little bit more than the sky. And then just kind of, I'm going to lay in a base coat, and then afterwards probably tint it a little bit more the way that it needs to be. Because we want the sky dark to light, we want the grass dark on the bottom, fading to light too. So we'll just put on a base and then worry about that later. Because it doesn't hurt to put on a darker coat underneath. That can create some really cool shadows later on. I'm trying to do this on camera. I do have several jars of water, basically to clean different colored brushes. This actually makes a really nice green. Depending on how you mix it. There we go. And acrylics usually need more than one coat anyways. That's the fun and frustrating part about acrylics. You have to paint everything twice. But it gives you chances to build up some complexity and layers if you have the patience to. That's why folks usually like to oil paint, I think, because you can do the wet on wet Bob Ross technique. See if I can open a jar of water with one hand. There we go. Because it is super sticky. I know adding water to acrylics will make it take longer to dry, but this stuff is like liquid latex, and I just got tape on my fingers somehow. Huh. Probably from my tape animal. There we go. I never did finish that squid. He's still sitting in his blue tape glory behind me. Okay. I had no plan for this. I didn't even sketch this out. Ruh-roh. No planning. Alright, Radio, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. This is gonna be rambling on about how much I did not plan for this. Just, That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna leave a little bit of space so I can tint this later. Or now. Maybe I should do that now. Figure out a little bit of white. That was not a little bit of white, thank you. That was not a little... Oh god. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Oop, just a little bit of water, not the blue water. There we go. Stretch a little more. There we go. Sure. And kind of blend it down if we can. Hey, ta-da. Sure, why not? This is gonna be really impressionistic and simple. And simple looking, I'm sure. But that's okay. We're learning. Get some of that off. I might, while it's still wet, make it darker, dark green, if I can. Like a really blue-green, yeah, just kind of pop it down here in the corners. Not just blue. Or just pop it down here at the bottom. That's a little too much. Dang. Painting, man. No Control-Z to save your life. None. Grab some of that again. There we go. Should probably stop touching it by now. Yeah, let's stop touching it. Okay, we'll stop touching it. But can I resist? No. Should I? Yes. Maybe just a little bit of that dark blue. There we go. So you don't want to put so much paint on that you start lifting the paint again. Because that is a thing that happens. Okay. Blow dryer time, and then probably a second coat, especially along the bottom. Especially. Okay. That takes longer, way longer than I think it does. At least there's music. At least there's music. For both of us. Oh, I just stuck my thumb in the paint. Just stuck my thumb in the paint again. It's okay. Oh my god, I'm not wearing my apron. Not wearing the apron. Where is the apron? There is the apron. Jeez. Oh, no, you come here. Gotta get used to putting on that apron. Okay, hang on. There we go. Oh, gotta tie the apron. Oh, come here, string-a-doo. Thankfully, any stalling that happens gives the paint more time to dry. I will say, this particular brand, Liquitex Basics, it's very sticky, and it does tend to dry very quickly. I just forgot where my fingers were. Freaking A, I can tie a thing behind my back, sure. There we go. Doesn't matter too much, because I wear clothes I don't care about anyways. But hey, let's try and be an artist today. Did I get white on my red? I think I did. Oh well. Okay. I wanted to touch up the bottom a little bit. I don't actually think I need to. No, it's actually fine. Maybe. Oh, it just doesn't look like it because there's light color underneath it to begin with. Okay. What now? That's a very good question. What now? I honestly don't know. I don't know. I guess we can kind of make a bowl. Kind of, like, just kind of very lightly kind of dry brush some darker color up there, although, like, one side's dark and one side's not. Sure. Just very gently. Or just kind of dry brush all over it. Whatever we feel like. Why not? Can't really say it's doing much of anything. That's okay. Actually gonna... Yeah, let's watch this. But you hold so much water. It is... so much liquid. I'm wondering if I should do a really, really light green back there. Like, super light. Because, yeah, colors, there we go, on the palette don't really, it's hard to imagine what they look like until you put them down. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Like, not a damn clue. Probably ruining it. I know there's way too much water on my brush. Mac, good afternoon. Hello and welcome, yeah. I hope you're having a good day today. Just doing some painting. Kind of. There, slightly more dry brush. Just kind of work that in, I guess. That could be a faraway tree. Who knows? Who cares? I don't know what I'm doing. We're just having fun. Don't stick my thumb in the paint. Don't do it. Yeah, why not? Make some more dark green. Just gonna kind of work back and forth until I find the thing that I'm looking for, or the thing that I like. Oh god, why did you grab that? Now it's gonna be all weird. That's alright. Sure. We'll be a little weird too. Stick in some yellow here and there, just kind of impressionistic, not really caring too much about what's going on. This is great practice. 1, for finding the feel of the brush. 2, for finding your own touch with the brush. Come here. And I've got a couple of these canvas boards lying around anyways, and oh, Helfie, hello! Didn't see you there. How are you doing today? Yeah, if we end up not liking the painting at all, we can just put gesso over it and start over again. And just paint the whole thing white. And go for it again. And just put like little indications of bushes, flowers, I don't know. This corner of the brush, just kind of stab downwards. Can always go back for more paint. What's some? Yeah, there we go. Sure. This though is pretty awful. We had too much water in the brush, so it made kind of like a glaze. I wonder if we can fix that. Probably not. Not without, like, putting more paint on things. I like to be a little economic in my use of paint. I'm just digging around right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Just trying to hide that hard line. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm pretty sure you can see this little shadow line going on. Just kind of break that up a little bit. And it's okay if darker color gets in there. It doesn't matter. Oh, except for when your neck starts hurting. There. Oh, there. Might even just throw a little few spots down here to bring the colors all together. And just to kind of also break up the texture, because we can totally see all of our brush strokes everywhere. Which is not a bad thing. It just depends on what you want the thing, your piece, to look like. This is another used paper towel. I might actually use all of them. Because this brush holds so much water. I'm doing pretty well. Oh, I'm on the window. That's why I'm not getting a ding. There we go. Now we'll get a ding. Painting is tiresome. Especially when you're standing. Normally I sit at this table, but this canvas is so large it would really skew my vision of everything. So today we get this, and now we need to wait for all of this to dry, so the hairdryer is going to come back for a minute or two until it is mostly dry. Alright, so I wanted to paint poppies on this. More specifically, there's a reason why, is that I'm practicing for giant commissions. And by giant commissions, I mean like huge, tall canvases. Like, I've been commissioned for 2 sets of 3 paintings each. 3 paintings will be poppies, and the other 3 paintings will be these weird blue flowers that don't really exist. Hurt camera, yeah. But this is a really tiny practice thing. I actually have one of these that has poppies on it, but it's currently sitting in a store waiting to be sold. So I'm gonna look up some poppies. Or fields of poppies to see what they're like. Now poppies, like, they grow in like mass numbers, mass fields. So we have that to take into consideration. Now, the thing is, do we paint, because I want to paint maybe 1 or 2, or between 1 and 3 big poppies in the forefront of our painting, like right here, thereabouts. But I don't know how large to actually make them in terms of the painting, because I've never done this before. Composition is definitely a thing to practice. And these poppies are not going to be like red poppies, they're going to be like orange, kind of fiery orange. So we're going to be mixing yellow and red together. And maybe a bit of white for that, perhaps. I don't know how detailed to make them, honestly. I could build up layers and just put a base layer of red, and then wait for that to dry and put another layer of a lighter orange. And then wait for that to dry and put an even lighter layer of orange before putting in the little black middle part that goes with it. And I have a whole bunch of paint left over that I will hopefully get to use before it dries. Because I have a little black Christmas ornament off to the side, just in case that happens. So, let's see. Poppies have very, very thin stems. I think I'll be done with this, so stick that over there. I am done with the blue water, so we'll put the lid on that so I don't tip it over. We'll wash our green brush. Just 1 paper towel, please. There we go. Just 1. You can go back over here. If I had more cameras, you'd see a lot more, but I've only got the 1. Technically 2, 1 for each of my little buildy, crafty stations. But I like to keep them where they are. There we go. Try and squeeze out most of that water before soaking through a paper towel. I'll definitely wash these later with some gentle soap. That's right, I had sponge brushes I could have used. Alright, 2 down. 2 to go. We're not quite done with green itself yet. Put that there. Open that up, nice clean water. So, we need more yellow to mix with that red. Sure. That'll hopefully do. There's a little tiny speck of white on there, but I think it's dry. Let's see. I'm gonna grab... this dude. I'm actually gonna sit down for this. Just raise my chair up here. Ah, there we go. There we go. Much better, much more stable. I don't think the poppies are gonna be too big. I do want it kind of right here. Make sure this is actually dry. It is. Okay, good. Poppies have very thin stems too, so let us see. So we still need a green color for a stem. Yeah. And in the background we can just we can use a smaller brush, a lot smaller brush, for little tiny flowers in the background, and we'll use another tiny brush and just make little dots for indications of flowers. So first, I don't know what. Probably a dark green. Probably this dark green. To make sure it will show up against the light green. And I want a good fair amount of it too. And a little more towards the blue side. Load it up. Put some water on it so it flows really well. Hopefully. Check the color against the canvas and then just kind of... That sucked. That sucked. Acrylics, why are you so sticky? Why? You just made my life a mess. Good Christ, I had to... Okay, there's a pile of yellow. Here's a pile of blue. There's a pile of yellow. I'll just make a lot of it. For such a tiny little brush. That was bad form, yo. Okay. Hopefully that will do. I'm pretty much moving my whole body while holding my hand still. Just leaning back. And just kind of leaning forward. Do these things have leaves? What kind of leaves do these have? I've got my computer up on the imagery. Not seeing a whole bunch of leaves. I see a whole bunch of like buds. And they just kind of have a fuzzy stem. Just kind of fuzz. Okay, and we'll just kind of make this disappear down in there. Should not be that hard to paint a line. You would think. Because I don't want a really big fat line. Which we kind of already did. Should use a really tiny brush. Just fade that away. Do some experiment. Nope. Okay. Wash that little dude. And I'm gonna use that tinier brush. This tiny, tiny bugger right here. Since it's impossible to get a thin line. That was my issue last time, is a thin line. Okay, that kind of worked. I'll just put a couple where we want them to go for like mid-ground, and then the background will be different. Probably should have painted the background first. That would have made things easy. I always forget that. Oh dear. Don't stick my arm in it. I'll just say that one kind of disappears behind that bush. Okay. Do I have a smaller brush? I don't. That's okay. Oh, it's so crooked. That's why it's practice. That's why it's practice. Okay. I wonder if I should do probably little faded out doodads. Just take our white. Maybe a little more yellow. That's a poor choice. Can't really see them, so the dark color's okay. I guess, load it up with a lot. Yeah, we can mix that in. Mix all of this together. And get a bunch of water. So I don't really mind if it's transparent. I just want to be able to, like, flick my brush. Just super... Oh god. I need to test this out first on something. Just kind of... might work. Like stupidly nervous. Try to get a nice point on here. Knit. There we go. Knit. Knit. Doot. Doot, doot. That sucked a little bit. Sure, we'll have some middle. Ooh, that was huge. Middle ground. More middle ground, I should say. Oh dear God, why is that so big? We just have like little clumps of poppies. Sure, why not? Except for that dude. Oh God, and this thing. just kind of make this a gathering. A red flower is gonna go over most of it. That's okay. That's okay. Actually, get a lot of color. We're gonna do one of these. Don't know if you can see that, but apparently, in like all of these pictures, before poppies bloom, they're turned over into these little tiny pod things, and they're just literally, they're just like slumped over. So we could do just a few little of those. That's pretty much it. I've got no idea for composition. This is practice. I'll keep saying that to myself, too. Just to remind myself, nothing has to be perfect. So we'll have a couple bloomy lines everywhere. Sure. And this, they really like to grow in clumps, so why don't we just grow them in clumps? What was that? Something host. Who host? Zoo? Hello, and thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well today. Doot. Sure. Why not? Doing well? Good. Oh, hey, well, perfect timing for me. That is my little break alarm telling me to take a break, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go wash my hands and whatnot, and also just walk around a little bit, rest my back and neck. And if you've been watching for a while too, I encourage you to get up and move around a bit too, and I'll meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, we're back, and we've got some pretty static looking things. And I'm doing very well, Zoo. Thank you for asking. Where's my palette? There it is. Just about pulled it into Daenerys. Where is my stuff? Okay. We do need a little bit more running around here. Like, very light indications. That's really super dark, so we probably could do a little bit of white. Come here, come here, come here. Where's the white? There's the white. Not that light. That should do. The neat thing about painting is if you're not sure about a color, you get it on your brush and then hold it up to your canvas. Is it dark enough? Is it light enough? It's definitely too light. That should help. Okay, I'd really like to just have a needle point one hair brush right now. These things feel very fatty. Try. Nah. We'll get it down sooner or later. No, because I'm just gonna dot like a whole bunch of orangey red things back here. Eventually. Get thin. Paint. Flow. Flow for me like water. Sure, good enough. Ooh, happy heroic music. How welcome. How welcome it is that. That is very welcomed. Okay. I think we're done with all the blue. Now, kind of the scary part is the red. Okay, I've got an array of brushes over here. Oh, nope. You stay off of that. Brushes. Don't know what's good for them. Okay. How big are you? Would you... Oh, how stiff are you? Jesus. There we go. How big a flower would I get? A really big fatty flower. Back to this round brush, because I just kind of want to do a little bloop, little red. I guess I need to make some orange. Ah, and this is the orange that we want to make. This is actually from the last time I painted this orange, so that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, don't treat your palette like this, it's bad. It's a bad habit. But right now it's actually kind of useful, because there's that orange that I would like to do. I just knocked over all my paint. That's okay, it's probably safer that way. Oh, that was loud. And heroic. Oh, nope. You stay. There we go. Oh, pop the back. Too bad I don't have... Oh, I do. Can I reach them? Come here. Little mixing sticks. Oh, come here. Oh, got it. There we go. These are handy. So, we want quite a bit of red. We'll just pop that there. With kind of half as much yellow. Ketchup and mustard, here we go. Okay, more yellow. Oh, that's right, I forgot how powerful red is, so I probably should have mixed a little bit of red with a lot of yellow. Oh, you get on there. Nope. Oh, I might might be a little bit of white in there too. That's actually really nice. There we go. And if anyone out there is thinking about picking up painting, or they're not sure if they actually want to commit to it, get the inexpensive stuff. Get really inexpensive brushes, get really inexpensive paints, and even like really inexpensive canvases or canvas boards, like whatever the cheapest thing is you can find, and just practice with it. Don't focus on, oh, I don't want to use up all my paint, or I want to save my paint for something special. Just use it. I think I did mix some white with that. I don't have any more white on my board. Now the music got like super... Oh, there it is. Got super loud. Now, hopefully a rude noise will not come out of the bottle this time, like it did last time. So I need just a tiny, tiny amount. There we go. That should do. That should do. Because I don't want to make all of this light. Just some of it. I like the marbling. It's pretty. There we go. Maybe a little more. Just a little bit. Actually, quite a bit more. Don't want it that light. There. Okay, so for the poppies in the background, I might actually want a little bit more. Poppies in the background. Everything in the background is going to be faded because of atmospheric perspective, the atmosphere. Because the farther away something is, the more atmosphere there is between you and it. Or pollution. It could certainly be called pollution as well. But... so like these poppies might just be a little spark of orange. Of light orange. And there could just be little kind of dots here and there. Oh, that was a big smear. That's okay. It's practice. Poppies grow in giant fields, in like colonies, huge colonies. That's a really bad one. We don't, like, we do care about the shape of the flower, it's just that when they're far away, you don't need to be 100% accurate, just indications. That one can actually be a little darker. Indications of shape. I said darker. There we go. Poppies are shaped kind of like a cup. I just think I stuck my hand in all of that. There we go. They have a really simple shape to them. Oh, thank you, Zoo. There we go. Is this red a transparent red? It might be. It's okay if it is. You got some of these flowers are a little bit derpy and stubby looking, but that's okay. It's what practice is for. Now, this will probably actually look really good from far away until you get up close and it's like, oh, That's kind of what most traditional art does. It looks super awesome from far away, and then it's kind of startling at just how much detail isn't there. But you can totally see all the detail from far away, because they just use general shapes. Stubby. We might make some of them open. Sure, let's make some of them open, so they'll be on the round side. Instead of they're all just kind of facing away. Sure. See what little dots can do. Amazing things. Make this one kind of big. Okay, there's that. This water's clean enough. I'm gonna use it for this too. Because actually, we can still put in some indication of flowers, even though they don't have stems in there. Just kind of to fill in the gaps, more or less, I guess. We'll see what it looks like. If it looks terrible, then I'll try something new the next time I paint this, because I'm gonna paint relatively the same thing at least a handful of times before, like, moving on to a final painting. And these can be a little bigger. Try to be random and not... Oh, that's really light. No! Try to be random and not line things up. Like I just did there. Oh well. Oh well, this is a messy painting. And we might add some stems to some of these too. Afterwards. This is a transparent color. Okay. Red is transparent in this particular acrylic. That needs to be darker. You just need it. Go away. Go away, light-colored poppy. There we go. That'll probably do it for the dots. We might fill in a couple to be better indications of shape. Hopefully I'm not like holding my palette in front of the camera while I'm painting, because I'm looking down. We're looking almost straight down. There. These could be bigger. I'll paint. Sure, why not? Okay. Now I kind of want some of this to dry first, because we're going to put a flower here, and a big one here that's going to go all over that. Now the music is incredibly loud. Pick the volume. There. Water. Okay. It's weird. Poppies, do you have leaves? Honestly, I know they have super long stems. Any leaves? They're like all at the bottom, aren't they? And no one takes pictures at the bottom of a poppy. That's grass. Yeah, they're just... Oh, they do kind of... Oh, I saw a leaf. I saw a leaf. Oh, thank God. Because I need something to put on this big guy. Something. Something to make it look not so awful. Little tiny leaves. paint is so sticky, I don't think I can actually... Kinda. Sure. That makes things better. Not necessarily for this painting, but for like future paintings, for composition-wise, those little leaves actually mean a lot. They can help give a flower a little bit more personality. So they're not so dry and simple looking. Oh, sorry, I was gonna add some stems. Not... oh god, that's huge. Paint really doesn't like to sit at the tip of my bristles on these for some reason. We'll get over it though. What? What just happened? I think I touched some red. That was unfortunate. But it's practice, so we don't care. Other than not knowing how to control our brush. Like for realsies, yo. Is that what I... oh my god, it is. Small emergency. Tiny small emergency. There's literally just a drop of water. Sitting right there, that's gonna create a little gap in everything. That's okay. There we go. Well then. Okay, it didn't. Gotta keep an eye out for things locking up on me. Oh, let's run the hairdryer over this, because some of these little dots are really thick and they're standing up kind of tall. So I'm gonna run a hairdryer over it, and then we'll actually paint the real poppy. The poppies, the three main poppies, and see how that goes. I honestly thought this was going to take me 3 hours to paint. But then again, I'm not trying to be like super duper anything, so yeah, hairdryer time. I blew, like, all of my paper towels off my table, but that's alright. Now, I noticed here on this little flower, it actually looks like it is, let me shake the table, it is open and facing us, so that's good to know, because I want this one open and facing us. Let's see if I can show it. I've got a little sketch card. Oh god, I've got a little tiny sketch card of the poppy that I would like to paint, but I tried painting it last time and it just did not work. Did not work. Now, hopefully whatever I did over here didn't poo or anything. It sounded like it. That's okay. It's all good. Okay. We have a lovely orange color. And I don't know if that's enough of an orange color, but we'll find out. Why not? There we go. Just load up our mixed color here. And take one last look at some poppies before we touch the canvas. Very round. Very round. This will definitely need more than one coat of paint because this red is very transparent. Okay, we have a poppy that's facing away from us. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too difficult. Then we might have a poppy facing us. I don't know. Stick it on here first. Or at least try to. This one kind of came out bollocks. That's because there's flowers behind it, which is okay. Okay. Yeah, we can totally see through this behind, which is fine. Okay, need to stop touching it, because now I'm just pulling up the paint. Okay, stop touching it. Need to wait for that to dry. So we need a larger brush for this. I don't know how large, because we can kind of use the brush. I would practice some strokes on it, see if I can get a thing that I would like to happen, because it's gonna scoop. It's literally like a circle right here. So we could kind of sketch it on with paint, but I'm too scared to. Too scared to. Way too scared to. Because I don't know how big to make it. And other than just painting on a circle, probably that big. Just kind of get used to it. And where to place it. Because you don't really know where. Well, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing at all. That's not quite right, but that's okay. Or just put in some base. Just put in some base. Doesn't really matter how good this part looks because we're going to be painting over it again anyways. Yeah, we're just gonna, yes, open that. I can see the shapes. Baller, nice. Okay. Except it still looks kind of out of proportion, like it's too small. So if that's the case, I guess we just go bigger. It's gonna kind of look like a Mario fire flower. That's probably too big, but oh well. Smooth. Oh dear, don't smooth. I actually don't mind if there's texture up here. That's a little much though. Because the edges of the petals aren't entirely smooth themselves. Just kind of want to even that out. Okay, I can still see some shapes. It's still an open poppy facing us, unlike these two. Which I think this one's actually dry. So we can add another layer of paint. We'll just kind of keep adding another layer of paint until we can't see the stem behind it anymore. Sure, why not? This looks so ridiculous. Oh my, oh my. I don't know why, but to me it just looks ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna set this down. Let's see if I can scrape up some blue paint here. Or some green blue. Might be able to, like, remix these. Do they have some weirdo thing right underneath the flower? Not really. Not that I can see. Okay. We'll wait for this to dry before we add anything else to it. Except for maybe more little plant thingamajigs. So I do have some yellow and some blue left. We'll just put on little leaf. Hopefully, little leaflets down here on the bottom. There. There. Oh, that's also a foobar right there. Paper towel. There we go. I just practically erased that, but that's okay. It's okay, we can always put it back. Always put it back just by painting over. There. There. He doesn't look so naked. I'm wondering if on my next painting it should just be like a huge poppy flower minus all of this junk. Probably. It probably should be. 'Cause I think that's really what the person commissioning me would like. 'Cause it's my mom, she's commissioning me. Okay. Well, that was a bad idea. Oh well. I just stuck my finger right into wet paint. There we go, much better. There. Might be able to start kind of sketching some things. Like how I want this to kind of come in. What's that ding? Twitch? Ah, Zealoser just went live again. Okay. Yeah. Went from there to here, more or less, to be the underside, of which I'm gonna be a little bit weird and come down here and grab some blue. At least try to. That's a lot of blue, that's far too much blue. Just a tiny bit. Let's see if I can make a shadow color. That's not a really nasty green. Okay, so that was a fail. That's okay. So I wash our brush. Dry our brush really, really well. And then just grab some plain old red. Just a bit. And some blue. Come more towards the red side. There we go. Just to put in some shadow. Really dark. Really, really dark. That's okay. I need another paper towel to actually dry my stuff on. Scratch this over. Scooch that over, scooch these over, there. Try some black. Ah, you can do it, there we go. Let's do that right there, just like a smidgen. Shut, there we go. A real smidgen. Alright, Zuyark, thank you so much for stopping by today. Hope you had fun lurking, watching, whatever. And I'll catch you later. Alright, I'm not engaging in chat very much today. I apologize. I'm trying to learn. Oof, black is very powerful. Here we go. That's better. I need to wait for that to dry anyways. Kind of need that light orange color. Actually, black, go away. No one wants to hear anymore there. Just committed. Well, I guess it's not gonna be all very well. Actually, we have no idea where our light source is. None. So far, there kind of is no light source in here. No idea how this is looking. Other than not great. Probably need a new jar of water. Probably, most likely, my last jar of water. Let's... Before I totally give up here. Maybe, I don't know. Let's try some stuff out. As I shake the camera. The camera gets shooketh. Where'd that... Oh, it's right there. Where'd that awful color go? It's right there. Actually, that's the wrong color. Almost. I wanted kind of a pretty dark purple, but... Oh. It's awful. I know. It's okay. Let's put a red wash over this. Why not? And then just kind of foobar everything. Sure. Okay. That shows up really bright on camera. Dang. The reds are not nearly as bright red, I don't think, as they are on camera. Anyways. I squeezed out way too much red for this painting, which means I'm gonna have to use it somehow before it dries out on me, because I do not want to waste that much of any of these colors. Sure, why not? That'll be fine. I should definitely get some new water here. Oh, set it down. There we go. Alright, nasty, nasty paint water. Oof. Oh no, what are you caught on? There we go. There we go. I'll take care of those later. Got one last jar. Wow, I really don't know how to paint poppies. Just... nope. They're supposed to be a lot more delicate, leafy looking, I think. Way more. Destroy things. Don't know. Oh well. More or less, kind of. Stay right there. There we go. I kind of want to make an indication of the petals, but I don't want to draw lines, but that's the only way I can think of right now, because I didn't use my brush to make the individual petals, which would have been the smart thing to do. It kind of did it, but poppies really only have like 5 petals. 5 petals. This is a very structured cup poppy. Just... yeah. It's not even dark enough. Jeez, come here. Hand me that color. Blend. I just want a subtle dark color. Just a subtle one. More or less. there's some little indications of petals. This is way too monotone for me, and I didn't do a good job painting the back of it anyways, so why not? We'll try to make it look pretty, and not like a second grader did it. Kind of. I don't know. If I was well, experience. This is a learning experience. It's a great learning experience, actually. It's definitely way too circular. I could have used a very nice, huge brush to individually paint on the petals instead. Maybe something like a fan brush that has a few more bristles than this one. Yeah. My phone's about to die, so YouTube chat, if anyone's hanging out there, I'm gonna have to turn you guys off. I apologize, but enjoy your lurk. Plug the phone in, grab some water. This is technically done for me. It's for practice for playing around, so sign it. For whatever reason, probably just to get used to signing it. And then we're gonna use up all the rest of our paint on something else. Wow. That's amazingly bad. How much paint do you need to sign a painting? Too much. Too much. Okay. Okay. This, which it should mostly be dry except for the center of that and the signature, can kind of go live somewhere else. Just pop that over there. Okay. Oh, come here. This is a Christmas ornament that I pre-painted black. It was glass and very clear. I just pull a little hook out, toss it up there, and we're gonna paint whatever we feel like. Whatever we feel like. With the colors that I have, which is basically red, yellow, and a tiny bit of blue. This might be dusty, so clean, dry brush, and I'm just gonna give this a once over, because these are old. I bought these like 3 years ago, and it's not entirely covered in black, and that's okay. It does not matter. Practice painting. Wash that off. We'll just deal with dirty water. Man, one of these days I want to figure out how to clean all this paint off. One of these days. And let's... Now that I can kind of stick my palette in view, possibly. There we go. Just put these up here. I had a bunch of different sizes of brushes because I did not know which ones I would need. Surprisingly, still tiny ones. Where's all of our blue? Our blue's over here. There's all of our blue. There's all of our blue. Let's... This is just tube blue, which doesn't have to be. We don't have to paint a scene or anything. It could be totally abstract, whatever we feel like. Whatever we feel like doing or playing with. Now it hangs in a corner, so I'm going to be painting kind of as such in a corner. I'm just going to nab some red. Nab more blue. Try not to get the paint all up, not on the tip. We might just do like a little wet on wet here thingamajig. Nab more red. I kind of need to hold you still, don't I? There we go. Not really sure if I'm going to paint the whole thing or not. I kind of don't want to deal with that, so no. We're just going to paint the top of it. Just the top. White left? I don't think so. Kinda? Can't tell. Hard to tell because there's so many colors on this. But there's a little left. We'll put it down there. Oh, and I zoomed way out so you can see the canvas. Do I have my... I don't, but I could find it. There we go. This guy... Webcam controller. Boom. It's not a whole bunch closer, but that's as far as it can get. That's as far as it will get. Okay. Need a little bit more red. Maybe not that much red. Actually, yeah, that much red. We'll take that much red. Why not? Red's transparent in this case. Just kind of dance it around. This paint is sticky, it dries really quick. How are we looking? Sure, and then we can. Just kind of build up that red. Don't know why, just kind of doing a thing. Kind of red to blue-ish. Kind of poorly, but meh. Let's see here. Now that was pretty much all of our blue, but we still have a lot of red. Some light orange. We have plenty of yellow. Oof. We have all the yellow. What the hell was that? Phone, was that you? I don't know what that was. I heard a sound. Isabel, there you are. Hello. Hello, and thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day. My phone is currently charging, so I could not see YouTube chat. I don't know if you were here for it, but we ended up painting. Well, kind of hard to see. We ended up painting this guy, who's on a slightly large canvas. There. There we go. And now I'm just trying to use up my extra paint that I have left over by painting an ornament. Just for funsies. That's all dry. Okay. Let's find out if you are dry. You're not dry. You're mostly dry. Grab some of that awful color of water. Pop that up here too, why not? Oh, that's a chunk. That's a chunk. Don't want chunks. Chunks can go away. Okay. Do I have any light orange left over? I'm just gonna pick up all of it. Just gonna pick up all of it. Get as much as I can on the brush. And not do that. I did not just do that. Oh. It's okay. It's not like yellow stains or anything. Oh, thank you. Glad you like it. It's gonna... Oh, that's my break. Foobar, that's my break. So, yeah, I've been sitting for the last hour, so I'm gonna get up a stretch, all that good stuff. If you've been watching for a while, I encourage you to do the same, and I'll meet you back here in about 3 minutes. Alright, we're back and we're trying to use up some paint. And not stick our hand in the paint while we do it, which is what I did right before I went on break. Water. Kind of mash that around. See what we get. Black and this color really don't mix, but that's okay. You can just start Actually, no, that's an awful idea. There we go. Don't know exactly what I'm doing with this. Might just be an abstract piece. Because why not? And it would probably be best to let that dry. Oh, thank God that was dry. Oh, that... Oh. Now the clumsy is gonna come out in me, for sure. I stick my hand in all the paint. All of it. Try not to shake the table here. There we go. It's not bubbling. I think it did. Oh no. Just kind of... some fun, I guess. I'm not gonna be... I really want to splatter paint, but I really don't want to paint everything else around me. Last time I did, even like a really super gentle splatter, it went all the way up and all the way down the wall behind my table. Thankfully it was watercolor at the time, so it just scrubbed right off. If I had a plan, I probably would have made this a star outer space one instead of a pseudo outer space one. It's just a bunch of yellow polka dots. Oh well. Seriously, I need to find something to do with all this freaking yellow, which just may or may not get tossed on the side. That was a lot of color. There we go. Sort of. You know, I have a sponge brush. What does this do? Other than look like ketchup and mustard, as it so often does to me. Oh, we just blended that right out. Just... there we go. I suppose wait for that to dry so we can stop taking paint off the back of it. And we'll just throw this on the side. So now I have a whole bunch of paint built up in sponge brush. All sticky. Alright. Alright. And that's not dry yet either, so... There. Hair dryer time. Good enough. Good enough. Hey, there we go. Sure. Okay. I might just do the same to the back as we did the front, and then call it good for the day. This might get really painted over again to make it at least a somewhat useful thing. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. Not the way that I want it to. Do we have any blue left? Kind of. Not enough. At least not enough to make a pretty purple. Nope. That's okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. Dang. Oh well. Oh well. Yep, we just did that. Okay. transparent. Super hard to cover things. Oh, I should have just ended the stream after painting that piece instead of going, I'm gonna use up my paint. Because really all I'm gonna do is put a base coat on this ornament, probably front and back. I'm just gonna, yep. I don't like wasting paint. Just slap that on there. Real good. And maybe paint something a little bit nicer back here when it dries later on a future stream. Let's see, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. Friday we're gonna hopefully do some creative writing instead of what I did last week, which was not really creative writing. I ended up doing some art therapy instead, but there's nothing wrong with that. But really would like to continue that story. We're just on the rough draft of two ladies in ancient Roman times get captured and thrown into a traveling circus. And they basically find each other there, and they've got to figure out how to get their freedom through not only their language barrier, but from the dude who says they can't leave. And yeah, I'm actually gonna call it right here, so thank you everyone for watching, I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Patreon, DeviantArt, and Twitter. There you go. If you're new and you would like to know when I go live, you can follow me on Twitch by hitting that little follow button, and also on Twitter. That's where I post all of my real-time updates. And I will catch you guys all next time.